Hey everybody, message from the streets. Come with another message that hopefully that some of this information will be beneficial to your journey here on this physical plane. Now the topic of the day is investment. Now logically, most of the time when people think of investments, they think of investing money. But investment is far more than that. Investment deals with time. You invest your time. You invest your thoughts in your actions, in your deeds. And those are the main things that I will be expounding on today. The investment of our behavior and the choices that we make. So investment is symbolically compared to, or metaphorically compared to, putting a seed in the ground and looking for the fruit, for the harvest. And that's how investments work. You plant certain seeds, you get certain type of harvest. You plant apple seeds, you get apple trees. You plant orange seeds, you get orange trees, just like that. So it'd be ludicrous for a person to think that they can plant pear seeds and they're gonna get grapes. It don't work like that. Everything is reproduced after its own. So, and that leads us to what I'm about to expound on. Our behavior is seeds planted and leads to a certain type of demonstration or experience in life. So if an individual, come up like most of us had when I was coming up, we was misguided by certain types of stigmas from the neighborhood. We seen things and we watched television, and the energy or what was being demonstrated, somehow it manipulated our minds, and we wanted to be the big bad man, or we wanted to be the cool dude. We wanted to be these types of things. So we start constructing these personas and our mindsets. And a lot of these things that we start putting in our minds, they actually led us down the roads to unpleasant experiences in many cases. A lot of people have been victimized by drug abuse, end up incarcerated, end up doing things to family members, friends, people in the community or other community. But I'm talking about the community, I'm talking about the worldwide community, because sometimes we get it misconstrued that just because we live in a radius, that's just the community, and that's where our behavior, positive or negative, going to affect. But no, these behaviors, they have a ripple effect, and they go far past our immediate community. So now, if we want to experience our life on a particular level, it means that we have to go in the workshop of the mind and start using the tools of the mind and start building. So once we start building, we have to have a blueprint. The blueprint is in the mind, and it's like you decide that, hey, you know what? I want to get a car. I want to get a house. I want to be with this young lady. So what happens is you start planning, and then you start executing the plan. And then if you're successful in your planning, that the fruition of your decisions will bring you to that seeds which you have planted, the harvest. And you get the car, the clothes, the young lady, young man, whichever your thing is in life. But also, we are the reapers of lower frequencies and energy, the base behavior. If you going out and you got a mindset, you going like this and like that, and your thing is you the stick up boy. And what's going to happen with the stick up boy? Using a quantum perspective, this is what's going to happen to the stick up boy. The stick up boy will get locked up. The stick up boy is going to get busted. I'm talking about busted like bop, 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 bop. The stick up boy, he going to get paid. But the thing is that because of this behavior he putting out, he might get paid for a while, then he might get locked up. And then eventually he may get killed because of his behavior in the stick-up game. So, not saying that the stick-up boy can't come to a realization, which all of us need to do if we're participating in certain type of behavior, and turn. So when we turn, we say, dang, man, I used to be like that. I'm not like that no more. You know, you break the psychological chains that held us in bondage. So today's lesson, once again, is investment. Take a time out and think about, what are you investing in? Are you investing in a relationship that's going nowhere fast? Are you investing in things that's going to have you to obtain your goals? Sometimes we got a lot of thoughts in our minds and we want a lot of things, but we don't do the things that make those things manifest. Very quickly, if someone that say, you know what, I'm gonna buy this house, but they have other desires to spend money in not a responsible manner. Maybe they go to the to the club and they slinging dollars, and maybe they popping bottles, they're doing it like that. But that behavior right there will make them that much longer to get to the destiny. They say that the quickest way to one point from another one is a straight line. But when we on that straight line and then we get detoured, that means that we going around, and that's more time to get to where we could have been at before if we would have followed the plan and watered and gave the seed sunlight from our actions and manifested, our goals and our destiny. So once again, investment. And when you invest in yourself, that's one of the best investments that you can make, because without yourself, what type of investments you gonna have? You can't experience without yourself. You can't do good for your family. So you got to realize this: being investing, me, is the most important person. Nothing personal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, message from the streets. Hope this information was beneficial.